Hello, this is Aiden Hellman with my Persuasive Speech, and today I'm going to be talking about why you shouldn't vape. Did you know that in recent studies from the CDC that 11% of all adults aged 18 to 24 have vaped at least once in their life? That may seem bad, but the number is only on the rise as more people are getting into it over the years. Also, around 7.8% of all high schoolers vape, and around 3.5% of middle schoolers vape. So it's not just adults, mainly younger adults and younger kids. Vaping with e-cigarettes has been taking America by storm starting around 2019 to 2020, when stress was high when COVID-19 was around. Many people took advantage of the so-called healthier cigarettes to deal with the stress of COVID. I have never vaped myself, but I have been around people that have vaped, and I have witnessed vaping happen. And I have researched vaping for other projects in schools and other things whenever I needed to, so I do have some knowledge on it. And I've also researched it on one of my 3 helpful sources: this Central Disease Control website, the FDA website, and the American Lung Association website. Information on e-cigarettes is crucial to know why vapes are bad and why you should not use them. And they're highly addictive, and once you start, it's very hard to stop. So it's very important to know before you start so that you don't start. Knowing how harmful they will be can drive you to consider other options that will help you deal with your problems. Today I'll be talking about what e-cigarettes are, why people use them, and why you shouldn't use them. So after this speech, I hope you will not even consider using or recommending vapes and using cleaner alternatives for whatever you need, not cigarettes either. Those are bad. First part of the speech is what e-cigarettes are. So e-cigarettes are what they're called. Vaping is the action of using them. So e-cigarettes, you use them to vape. E-cigarettes are small capsules that contain a sort of e-juice, which when you inhale it forms into a sort of vapor, kind of simulating smoking. And it's advertised to be a healthier variant, though it's not really is. In reality, vaping is no less harmful than smoking and is still highly addictive. The e-juice inside of an e-cigarette contains flavorings, diacetyl, a chemical that's linked to serious heart disease, nicotine, other harmful chemicals, and some heavy metals. Vape pods can be shaped as many different things, such as resembling tobacco products, USB devices, or even disguised as other household products like pens, highlighters, or chargers. So they could really be disguised as a lot of things, so people really like to hide them. Some of the ones I've seen people have are little like cylindrical or like rounded box shapes that have little mouthpieces on them. And some e-cigarettes are also rechargeable, so you can reuse them over and over, and some are also disposable, they're one-time use. Vapes are also easier to cover up since they don't leave the obvious scent of tobacco. And some ways to tell if you're around someone who vapes is the cloud of given after use and the strong scent of sweet or fruity scents. They also leave some residue. It's not completely like environmentally friendly. So now that you know what a vape is, let me tell you why people use them, even if they know it is harmful. Many people have started using vapes in the past years, and generally the amount of people using vapes is only rising. One of the main reasons for their use is like normal cigarettes, which is when you use it, it relieves the body of stress and worry. Many people who are depressed or under a lot of stress find vapes appealing for relieving stress while not feeling all the same detriments as smoking. It is temporary though, so it's not good to use the temporary relievance of stress and stuff to justify using vapes. Young people are drawn to advertising, telling them it's a healthier alternative to smoking, even though it really isn't. And some e-cigarettes also cost less than usual cigarettes. Disposable cigarettes usually cost around $10 to $15, while rechargeable ones are a little more expensive but are cheaper overall. As you keep using them, it eventually breaks even and goes under the cost of replacing it each time. There are also a ton of different flavors for you to use, ranging from fruity to sweet flavors. Another factor is also the social influences, with many people now trying it, with many young people they know into it, spreading the use like wildfire. So kids can get their friends to offer them, adults to offer them. People recommend it online, they see advertisements and stuff. Recent studies from the CDC show that 32.3% of people who try e-cigarettes got them from a friend, which is more than the 31.1% of people who tried it themselves. So most people actually get it offered to them from other people, which isn't good. The remaining percentage of people buy it for them or are only offered it. And now that you know why people use e-cigarettes, let me persuade you why you shouldn't use them. Like I mentioned earlier, e-cigarettes are no less harmful than actual cigarettes. The fact that people often buy e-cigarettes to calm anxiety or stress is only short term. When people have extended use of e-cigarettes, it can cause disastrous effects on mood and anxiety. It can make people more agitated. It can make people it can ruin their appetites. It can make them more sleepy, give them pneumonia, and making it much worse than if you hadn't used it at all. The fact that people keep coming back to e-cigarettes is the same as normal cigarettes also, which is nicotine, the highly addictive substance that hooks you onto whatever you're using with it, taking advantage of you to keep coming back and ruining your body if you stop after extended use. So after using it for a long time, and then trying to stop, you can have drawbacks like ruins your health, ruins your sleep, it can give you insomnia, stuff like that. Also, they are extra addictive due to the variety of flavors involved. So you can have fruity flavors, sweet flavors. The cost is also another factor which keeps people in, because it is slightly cheaper than normal cigarettes. People will tend to not care about the money spent, but it eventually racks up quickly. Vaping can cost around $2,000 to $5,000, depending on what type and the healthcare costs per year. So just imagine that in 2 to 3 years, you could buy a car with that amount of money, or even go to get a college fund after many years. So today you learned what vapes are, why people use them, and why you shouldn't use them. There are many different reasons people can use e-cigarettes, such as lower cost, variety of flavors, temporarily, etc. Though there are many surface benefits, there are also many underlying issues that many don't know until it's too late. It can ruin your mood, body, cost you great amounts of money over time, and it's very hard to quit due to its highly addictive nature. Overall, e-cigarettes are more trouble than they are worth, so I hope you can save yourself and others from the vicious cycle of vaping. Thank you for listening. That's it.